Live from Amarillo, working in the Panhandle spirit, ABC7 News Midday starts now.
Thank you for being here this morning. I'm Johnny Atkinson, and this is ABC7 News Midday. Before we get to our headlines, Corbin is here to tell us what we can expect for our weather today. Corbin?
Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, it's going to be pretty warm this afternoon, maybe a little on the breezy side as well. Winds maybe from the southwest around 10 to 20, gusting to around 25. But otherwise, we have that cold front coming through. Other than that, it's pretty quiet this week.
Possible rain?
Later this next week, again, probably a slim chance. I'm really not high on it, but we'll talk about it in your full forecast. Let's take a look outside real quick. Clear skies there in Wheeler, looking off towards the south and west. Really not much cloud cover to contend with. Temperatures are in the 60s right now. We'll climb up into the 70s and 80s later this afternoon. Again, could be breezy at times today. Out of the southwest, currently sustained around 15 and 25 miles per hour. Dry eye index will be a level 2 out of 4 today because of those stronger winds that we'll be dealing with. We're going to talk a bit more about that front when it arrives tonight. It's going to make it windy tomorrow morning, and our next weather maker looks like it's at least going to be colder jumping into next week. Now, how good those rain chances are is really going to kind of depend on which side of the high plains you live on. Johnny, back to you.
Thank you, Corbin. Well, a large crowd gathered yesterday in Dalhart to mourn the loss of two brave firefighters, Dalhart Volunteer Fire Department Chief Curtis Brown and volunteer firefighter Brendan Torres. The two men died in a crash last week while returning from a fire. The community packed the Rita Blanca Coliseum for a joint funeral for the two men. First responders from all across the area came to the ceremony to honor their lives of service. The 19-year-old Torres had just recently joined the department, but had wanted to serve throughout his childhood, and he applied as soon as he met the minimum age requirement. He is survived by his parents, a brother, and a sister. And Chief Brown served the fire department in various capacities for 28 years, ultimately serving the dual role of fire marshal and fire chief. He is survived by his wife, 5 children, and several grandchildren. Dalhart's city manager reflected on the loss of such a respected leader.
In my short time of knowing Curtis, I mean, he was just a ball and wealth of information. I mean, he was known as the go-to person for emergency management in both counties as well as the city.
Well, before yesterday's ceremony, there was a long procession of first responders from all across the Panhandle making their way to the funeral. ABC7's Trayvon Gay has more on the support shown by their fellow firefighters and the spectators along the route who paid their respects.
And also, as we think of the firefighters, you know, they do put themselves on the front. And I don't know, you'll never know what it's like until you need them.
And that fraternity of firefighters showed up today with a procession that started on the southern edge of the Panhandle, picking up more vehicles as they steadily made their way toward Dalhart to say a final goodbye. Local residents paused to give their thanks as they watched the vehicles pass. Johnny Trujillo was wearing a cap that Chief Brown gifted him at a chili cook-off.
It's really sentimental to me. It means a lot to me. So that's why I'm wearing it today, and I'll always keep this cap.
Johnny also says the community is small, but will stay strong.
It's sad for all of us, but we're all going to stick together, you know, and be like a community.
Perryton Fire Department came to the aid of Dalhart just like many other towns did for the procession and funeral, making sure they took any call so that Dalhart could mourn and say their final goodbyes.
When our brothers and sisters are hurting after a loss like Dalhart has suffered, then we come together, we band together, we help each other out.
Chief Dutcher worked and trained with Chief Brown for many years and notices the impact Chief Brown has on many on his community.
Knowing him and what he has done and instilled in the firefighters in Dalhart, I mean, it just kind of gives you a chance to reflect.
As the community of Dalhart is saying their final goodbyes, the Panhandle Spirit is present to help them through their pain. Reporting in Amarillo, Trayvon Gay, ABC7 News.
Well, a traffic stop by a state trooper led to the seizure of more than 10 pounds of meth in Vega on Saturday. The trooper found the drugs in the trunk in 10 plastic-wrapped bundles. The driver, 32-year-old Maurice Webster, and the passenger, 42-year-old Priscilla Sisk, both of Tennessee, were arrested and charged with felony possessions of a controlled substance. They were both booked into the Oldham County Jail. Officials said the drugs were going from California to Tennessee. And today is the deadline in Texas to register to vote if you want to participate in the 2022 midterm elections. Texas is one of a handful of states with a voter registration deadline 30 days before the election. Here's what you need to know about checking your status and registering to vote before the end of the day. You can check to see if you're registered and verify your information on the Texas Secretary of State's website. Just log in using your Texas driver's license number and date of birth, your first and last names and the county that you reside in, or your date of birth and voter ID number found on your registration certificate. For more information on who can vote in Texas, how to register, and other questions, you can visit our website, abc7amarillo.com.
Prepare for high prices this winter. I'm Atra El-Nashar with what parts of your budget could be stretched next.
And we've got a pretty nice day today, a little breezy outside, but a cold front comes through tonight, making it very windy for your Wednesday morning commute. We'll take a look at that in just a few minutes.
The best local news, weather, and sports. Your favorite ABC and CW primetime shows. Live sports. The daytime programs you love. If you watch via antenna or have had trouble receiving ABC7 or CW11 over the air in the past, major improvements are coming. The strongest broadcast signal in Amarillo, with a reception and picture quality like never before. Coming soon to ABC7 and CW11. Let's work together to keep our community safe. The mobile vaccination clinic is available to provide first and second rounds of vaccines and boosters at a location near you. Go to abc7amarillo.com/getvaccinated to find updated information on dates and locations. The amazing free COVID vaccine can help you protect yourself and those you love.
If you're at home right now and you're suffering from burning, tingling, or numb feet, you need to pay special attention to this next segment as we discuss neuropathy.
What is neuropathy?
Peripheral neuropathy is actually nerve damage to the feet and the legs primarily.
And what are the symptoms?
The major symptoms we see are numbness, burning, muscle cramps, problems with your balance.
Is neuropathy treatable?
It is absolutely treatable, and we can get some great results.
If you're experiencing burning, tingling, numbness, coldness in your feet or hands, or having balance issues, call today for your nerve damage screening. Your nerve damage screening will tell you if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for our innovative treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe there is nothing that can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, and even amputations. The first 25 callers will receive a free nerve damage screening. Act now and call to schedule your nerve damage screening. First 25 callers receive this screening for free.
Well, as cooler air moves in, many are firing up their furnace for the first time this season. But watch your usage. Heating your home is expected to cost 17% more on average than last year, according to the National Energy Assistance Directors Association. National correspondent Atra El-Nashar takes a look at other ways that inflation could impact you this winter.
As cooler weather moves in, expect to feel the pinch of energy costs. Gas up another 12 cents over the past week, with the national average climbing back up to $3.91. As they fill up, many closely watching every dollar.
There's my $8. That's why I'm only spending $8 because it is so expensive.
Many come to expect expensive gas, but a different shock could come from your utility bill. The National Energy Assistance Directors Association forecasts this winter it will cost $86 more than last winter to heat a home with electricity, and more than $200 more to heat homes with natural gas, propane, or heating oil. And while many Americans have seen their wages go up over the past year, as Bankrate Chief Economist Greg McBride explains, for the most part, they're not keeping up with inflation.
Their budget is getting squeezed more and more. And so the casualties become the discretionary items. And that might mean holiday travel gets scaled back or skipped altogether.
A new Bankrate survey finds that of the 43% of U.S. adults who plan to travel for the holidays, almost 8 in 10 of them are adjusting those plans because of rising prices.
Everything from a shorter trip, different destination, different activities, choosing to drive instead of fly.
Some relief could come with holiday shopping. Retailers with excess inventory are expected to offer steep discounts, but the cost of shipping could spike. USPS proposing price increases to keep up with inflation. If approved, would be rolled out in January.
What kind of price pain will last beyond winter is anyone's guess. On Monday, Chicago Fed President Charles Evans says he's seeing improvements in supply chains that could ease inflation. But he also said the Federal Reserve will get even more restrictive with its monetary policy, things like raising interest rates, policy moves that are stoking fears of recession. In Washington, I'm Atrel Nashar.
Well, Russia has declared Meta a terrorist organization. Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, has been banned in Russia, according to a federal monitoring service there. And Meta has been added to a list of organizations involved in terrorism and extremism. The ban will require banks to freeze funds to Meta and suspend account services. In March, a Moscow court declared Meta an extremist organization, saying the company allowed users from Ukraine to call for violence against the Russian military. Meta appealed the decision and was denied. The company's WhatsApp messenger was not impacted by that March decision, since the court says it does not publicly disseminate information. And many Texans' airports are close to or exceeded their pre-pandemic traffic, and a semiconductor company says it will hire hundreds in Texas. Jane King is at the NASDAQ with those stories and more in today's Texas Business Report.
Hello, Texas. Valex Corporation hopes to start manufacturing piping used in semiconductor fabrication in Georgetown within the next 2 years. They call their facility in Round Rock Headquarters 2.0. Now, the company is a key cog in the supply chain of the semiconductor industry. Well, Dallas-Fort Worth Airport has recovered 93% of its pre-pandemic flight traffic. El Paso is at 96%, and Austin is at 132% of where traffic was in 2019. Wells Fargo has acquired land that's expected to house a regional campus for the banking giant. That's according to deeds filed with the Dallas County on September 30th. Now, in early August, the Irving City Council approved incentives totaling $31 million for the office development that could become home to a new Wells Fargo regional campus. And a railroad strike is still in the mix. One of the unions voted down the agreement. No strike would happen until November 19th. Texas has the most railroad miles of any state. From the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jane King with your Texas Business Report.
Fur, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. So trees, you won't take me down. When allergies attack, take Allegra.
Before your symptoms take over you.
Live your greatness.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
Hi, I'm Eileen. I live in Vancouver, Washington, and I write mystery novels. Dogs have been such an important part of my life. I have Flynn and a new puppy. As I was writing, I found that I just wasn't as sharp, and I knew I needed to do something. So I started taking Prevagen. I realized that I was much more clear, and I was remembering the details that I was supposed to. Prevagen keeps my brain working right.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
There's nothing like volunteering, but my moderate to severe eczema can make it hard.
Now, I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, so you can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Icy Hot Pro. Ice works fast to freeze your pain and your doubt. Heat makes it last, so you'll never sit this one out. Icy Hot Pro with 2 max strength pain relievers.
Mornings are our time, and I couldn't let stiff joints slow me down. So I started taking Osteo-Bioflex every day because it has Joint Shield, clinically shown to improve joint comfort within 7 days.
Osteo-Bioflex, available at your local retailer and club.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $400 at Lens Crafters, over $200 at Walmart, and over $150 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
It's time to replace your old tub with a new shower. But you don't want the hassle or the worry of getting it finished. You just want to pick a style and relax, knowing that it'll be wonderful when it's done. Is that too much to ask? No, actually it's not. Rebath, from start to stunning. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 of your complete bathroom remodel.
Oh, shoot. I'm calling Patrick. Do you think you can still fix it?
Yes, ma'am. We can fix electric fast.
Great. When can you be here?
Hi, I'm from Patrick.
Patrick Electric. When you need help fast, call us. We strive for same-day service and offer 24-hour emergency service.
Patrick Electric.
Perfect.
And that's how you make them, right?
Not exactly.
Mini corn dogs like you've never had them before, only at Wiener Schnitzel.
At Stanton Optical, you get great value on eye care, including contacts. Right now, get a 1-year supply of AccuView Oasis and an eye exam for only $189. Scan now to book your eye exam. Yay, technology.
Simone Clark, FBI.
Rookie Feds is fiendishly clever.
You heard right.
Niecy Nash Betts is fun and charming.
Sweet with a little bit of heat. Gotcha, boo.
And now, your Storm Surge 7 forecast with meteorologist Corbin Vogus.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Taking a quick look at your water vapor imagery with the radar overlaid on top of it. Some showers continue to move up through Oklahoma, Missouri, back up into Illinois as well. They actually got a chance at seeing some marginally severe weather off in that direction. Also, our converging air masses showing again some more moisture, more prominent moisture up towards Rapid City there. That's where that cold front set up right now that will eventually roll into our region as we move further into your Wednesday morning. Temperatures are in the 60s and 70s right now. As you step outside, it's a bit on the breezy side. And it's going to stay breezy for this afternoon, around 15 to 25 miles per hour. Most of us may have the occasional wind gust around 30 to 35. Really thinking tomorrow morning, though, should be a bit windier than what we'll see this afternoon, thanks to some stronger winds behind the front. That's that surface trough. That's why we have the winds today. But temperature-wise, we're looking at most of us in the 80s this afternoon. Our next cold front does get here early Wednesday morning before the sun comes up. Initially behind it for a couple of hours. We do expect the winds to be relatively strong, sustaining around 20 to 25, gusting as high as 35 and maybe even 40 to 45 miles per hour, mostly in the northern panhandle. So it's going to be a dry front when it comes through. We'll have that ridge of high pressure come in very quickly behind it as well. You can see kind of those rotating those clockwise rotating winds. That means that that high pressure ridge is setting us up for some lighter winds to wrap up the day on Wednesday. And again, in the morning, though, especially north of I-40, that's where we get us some strong winds to contend with. 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts pretty common. As you get further south, the winds won't be as strong. New Mexico, while you do get benefits from the cold front, it's not going to be very windy in your neck of the woods. Next weather maker is Sunday night into Monday. That's that cutoff low that we've been watching just kind of turn around off the coast of California. California, there near San Diego and Los Angeles. It doesn't have a tremendous amount of moisture to work with, but if we get the dynamics to tie in with it, it does look like maybe a couple rounds of rain will be possible as we move into your Sunday and Monday. Now, right now, it looks like a bulk of that rain may be just to our southwest, back towards Roswell, New Mexico, Midland, Odessa, and Lubbock area. But still, if you're on the southwest fringe of our viewing area, probably a better chance at seeing some rain in that time frame. If you're in the northeast panhandles, there's a good chance you may stay dry. Even the Climate Prediction Center thinking you've got a chance at being above normal, I really think that's a bit boastful, but it is something that we'll keep our eye on. Here's your first average freeze date graphic. Again, this week, normally places like Beaver, Boise City, and Dalhart would see their first freeze. We've been a little bit warmer than normal for our low temperatures, and so we probably won't see that first freeze this week. Next week is when we would normally see ours here in Amarillo, and we'll probably be behind schedule by about 10 to 12 days in that regard. So maybe our first freeze by the end of the month. Here's your highs for today: 80 in Amarillo, 79 in Hereford. Here's a quick look at that 7-day tracker. A lot of sunshine this week. Should be a nice night for Friday night football. A more potent front this weekend. 30% chance of rain for now, and very cool high temperatures in the 60s and 50s. Johnny, back to you.
Thank you, Corbin. Looks pretty good. Well, today's Take a Look at This, we cover a few things that will catch your eye, from a show-stopping pink diamond to glowing lava following a volcanic eruption. Cole Higgins has more.
You know the saying, diamonds are a girl's best friend. That must be true because this stunning pink diamond sold for nearly $60 million. That's more than twice the expected price. The massive rock is 11.5 carats and is known as the Williamson Pink Star. It's one of the purest and pinkest diamonds to ever come to auction, according to auction house Sotheby's. Okay, so you don't have $60 million to spend. What about 25 million euros? That's the starting price of the latest concept from submarine builder U-Boat Works, a transforming submersible yacht. Yep, you heard that right. The Nautilus gives the wildly wealthy the best of both worlds, or just something else to brag about. A luxury super yacht that can also dive to depths of 650 feet and stay underwater for days at a time. An added bonus, if the sea becomes too rough, according to U-Boat's founder, you simply dive and continue your journey comfortably. So no seasickness here. Finally, dramatic video from the moment a volcano erupted on the Italian island of Stromboli near Sicily. The volcano unleashing a lava flow that rapidly reached sea level. Stromboli is one of the most active volcanoes in the world, according to the National Institute of Volcanology. For Take a Look at This, I'm Cole Higgins.
Well, the fall temps in the 70s and 80s this week, but next week, more typical fall weather will be coming into the panhandle. Corbin will break it all down for us after the break.
If you got rewarded every time you made better choices, would you make more of them? Now with Eat Better, Live Better on the free United Supermarkets app, you can. Earn grocery rewards while you discover personalized health insights. Find foods to fit your lifestyle, set goals, and earn grocery rewards, including up to $25 just for signing up. Text BETTER to 43300 to get started and get rewarded.
Cowboy Mounted Shooting Association World Finals Showcase will be in Amarillo October 13th and October 14th at 7 o'clock p.m. Watch the best shooters in the world compete in this fast-paced, family-friendly sporting event. Come by the Amarillo National Center at the Tri-State Fairgrounds October 13th and October 14th at 7 o'clock p.m. Western wear is encouraged. Don't miss this exciting event.
Hello, I'm Mike Huckabee. When worried friends ask me, how do you prepare your finances before a major economic crisis hits the U.S.? I always tell them, I put my faith in gold. And the one and only gold provider that I recommend to my friends and family is Gold Alliance. Because the fact is, during every major crisis in U.S. history, those who fail to prepare watch their savings go right down the tubes, while gold made some folks richer. Now we're facing several major conflicts all at once. A stock market correction, soaring inflation, plus war. And the experts say we may soon face an economic downturn so severe that those who fail to prepare now may suffer challenging times ahead.
Call for your free gold investment guide now at 800-200-2320. That's 800-200-2320.
Optimum is here with award-winning internet to help you get closer and go farther, faster. Get speeds up to 1 gig with 99.9% reliability. And Smart Wi-Fi 6 for whole home coverage. Built-in security and no data caps to keep you moving. Get Optimum internet for as low as $30 a month, now with a 2-year price lock guarantee at Optimum.com.
Amarillo, Buddy's Home Furnishings is now open. Huge selections of the best name brand furniture, appliances, electronics, and more. We're your one-stop shop for home furnishings. At Buddy's, you can own it faster for less. With flexible payment plans, no credit needed, and 6 months same as cash. Come see why everyone is making the switch to Buddy's. Free same-day delivery on in-stock items. Visit us today for all your home furnishings, and when you add it up, Buddy's is better.
Well, today in entertainment news, your first look at one of the year's major contenders for the Oscars and a few other movie awards. David Daniel has that and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
We know that we've not imagined these attacks. We know that we are bruised and terrified.
Hope for the unknown is good. It is better than hatred of the familiar. We cannot endure any more violence.
The first trailer is out for Women Talking, starring Frances McDormand, Claire Foy, and Rooney Mara, and based on Miriam Toews' best-selling novel. Director and screenwriter Sarah Polley was honored at last month's Telluride Film Festival for the movie, which opens in theaters December 2nd. Imagine Dragons has released its music video for I Don't Like Myself in support of World Mental Health Day. The band partnered with Crisis Text Line, encouraging fans through its social media platforms to support the free, non-profit mental health support and crisis intervention group. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Well, it's a little breezy out there, Johnny, but I think we'll be a little windier when that front comes through tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and chilly. Next week's will be a little more chilly.
Yeah, we've got a couple of cold fronts definitely getting much closer to the end of fall and winter, so make sure that you've got those jackets ready to go. You may need to break them out of the closet here pretty soon. Highs for today, 70s and 80s out there, so we'll be right around or just above average by around 4 to 5 degrees. The winds behind this front probably going to get here to Amarillo around 3 a.m. We'll see those winds gusting commonly around 30 to 40 miles per hour, may gust a bit higher than that in some spots. So just something to keep in mind. Hopefully you secure those loose items before you go to bed. 7-day tracker, pretty quiet until Sunday.
And Friday football looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Perfect weather. Well, thank you for being here for ABC7 News Midday. We're always online at ABC7Amarillo.com.
Have a great day.
He's the one who broke into her house.
Rosalind told me if you wiggle the door, it's open.
What did she need you to be her wiggler for?
I guess she wanted to see me wiggle.
There's only one star here. That's me. I have the job.
Judge Judy.
Today at 2 on ABC7.
Do you know why we get new flu shots every year? Because the flu virus constantly evolves. COVID is the same way, and Omicron is now the most common variant. To stay healthy this fall, it's time to get the new Omicron booster, designed specifically to boost protection against today's COVID challenges. So schedule your Omicron booster at itstimemn.org or call 855-600-3453.
Why is DQ bringing back this tasty duo? Because y'all wanted
Cheese!
Cheese! It's the return of cheesy steak fingers, stuffed with melty pepper jack and served with ranch or gravy. And the one and only Cheesy Dude, cheese stuffed and chicken fried to perfection.
Dude.
2 DQ originals, only for a limited time, from nobody but DQ.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This Always Ultra Thin is our best yet. It wicks gushes 90% faster and absorbs even more for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort. This is triple protection from Always.
Vicks VapoStick. Strong, soothing vapors help comfort your loved ones for chest, neck, and back. It goes on clear, no mess, just soothing comfort. Try Vicks VapoStick.
On the next wheel, spin some time to find out what's making Nicole nervous, Cody giddy, and Cindy scream.
I can hardly wait to see what's next.
Tonight at 6:30.